basketball. The Clippers at the cup on drives versus Rudy are 34%. Kawhi and Paul came here to win a championship. You're down 0-2 for the second time. Let's see how they come out, Mark.
Gobert wins the tip. Aggressive against Ingles. Now a switch. Bogdanovich against Batum with 4 on the shot clock. Kawhi Leonard turns it over. They got a 3-on-1. Mitchell didn't finish the alley-oop, kicked it back out to Ingles, who broke out of his shooting slump in the previous game.
Jackson and Ingles must be productive.
Ball with 29 points. Ingles knocks down another 3, and Ty Lue
firing from 3. Remember, 49% of their shots come from behind the arc.
Jackson had his best game of the playoffs in the previous game. He led the way in scoring, and here's Bogdanovich guarded by Paul George.
Well, an interesting situation here. Kawhi Leonard now being asked to guard Donovan Mitchell. This was the switch. The
pick and roll stores. There's so much switching going on. How do you... Here's Mitchell back the other way. Donovan Mitchell had 10 points in the first 3 minutes of the previous game and bowls his way to the bucket. Missed the finish.
Rebounding can help them.
Kawhi Leonard with the step back mid-range. Ingles another 3-ball on the way. This Gobert with the rebound and lays it home.
They went from last year 28th.
And shot clock down to 6. Cross court to Morris. One more to George, and he slams it home.
That sets, I don't know, over 100 picks per game. Rudy Gobert.
How about that? Jackson, 6 on the shot clock. They go deep into the shot clock again after game 2 of the previous series. Mitchell launching from deep. Royce O'Neal on defense. George steps back and drills it.
I think that's the matchup they attack, because with Kawhi checking Donovan.
Inside for Gobert, man. That was supposed to be a lob, but it was
starting to feel comfortable. Bogdanovich checking him. And Jackson lets him hear it. And then, listen, Royce is doing his job. Down in a stance, staying between him and the basket. That's just excellent.
Clippers back from that 21-point deficit in the second half. George goes behind his back and now going to bring it out against Derek Favors. They feel they can attack the paint against Favors. Got a good look. Mitchell against Kawhi. They double team and finds an open man. That's Bogdanovich. And
you can be disruptive. The pickup point is further out top. Double team comes quickly. You can.
The side pick and roll for Leonard. Crosses over and kicks it out to Batum. Batum fouled on the play.
Send 2 to Donovan. Do they close their traps better?
Wow, Leonard.
So Kawhi Leonard, you touched on it. When Rudy goes out, their intention is to. And Derek Favors has been excellent all year as a backup center, but
game against Dallas in Game 6 in the pre-off. Course, Donovan Mitchell might have something to say about that pretty soon. He goes cross court to Clarkson, catch and shoot. The emphasis for improvement was becoming a better playmaker. Batum on the drive in a. Jackson already has a couple of 3-pointers. Works against Mitchell. Morris Sr. into the foul line jumper. Got it.
This Morris
from the field. Twin. Last name.
Coming to his right. Now Paul George cuts off the right-hand drive. Donovan not as make the putback. All right, now it's Favors. You send him left initially, he gets right. Now he's made a lot of these shots.
Morris Sr. working against Niang, who just checked in. Facing up and knocks down the mid-range jump shot.
Tonight are going to have to make. So you're in shrink, you get appropriate help, but somebody's going to be open. They've got to knock those down.
Great pass by Kawhi. Zubac.
Point per game.
3 from the field, a couple of assists. Ingles running the show at the point. Rudy had it stripped away. Look what I found, says Joe. And Paul George knocks down the. He was one of the top 3-point shooters in the NBA this year during the regular season. Shot 41%.
He's out of the gate strong, and that's a offensive player. We talk about Donovan being a got to keep the pressure on. Zubac sets it absolutely bone
lead. Ingles not shy and strange on the surface, but the thought process behind that being he wants him to continue to shoot as Kawhi will continue to do. George hounding Ingles. Gets into the paint. Nice cut by Niang. One more to Gobert, who's...
Because the Clippers are applying, willing to absorb it, put it on the deck, and make the next play. And I think the stat of a double dribble.
Beverly got tripped up in the backcourt. Here's Kawhi on the baseline. Kicks it out, and Ingles comes up with the steal. Clarkson over to Ingles. Beverly rotates to him. Ingles misfiring, and here comes Paul George. They clear out the side for Paul George, but Gobert loads up on that side of the floor. Beverly with a nice ball fake. Gets it to go off.
You know, we had one at the end of the quarter to put us up one, but we had a breakdown at the end there. We can't have the breakdowns defensively.
Got clocked in the dome right there to the head area.
And it's, yeah, exactly right. It's above the shoulders.
In and out of the starting lineup. 32 in the second half in that one. Paul George meandering through the paint. Tough shot, didn't go. Leg screen. Paul George got hit in the neck. And Jordan, and a frown etched across the countenance.
So Jordan using that off arm. No call. And the
Luke Kennard back out to Batum. Nice sidestep three on the way. Got it. Clarkson with a nice ball fake. Kicks it back out to Ingles for three. And Joe Ingles back out to George. 9 on the shot clock. Gets into the paint all the way to the cup for the layup. Oni. Couple of bounces on the rimmers underneath.
Some productivity from somebody other than Donovan Mitchell. So Joe shot for his teammate. And look at the handle. Just that tight handle. Keep
14 in the game so far. A high score for the Jazz, and 8. And then was subsequently claimed by the Jazz and made himself a home in Utah.
Priority number one. So you get hung up on the screen. Rudy is in drop.
And rotates onto Clarkson. Good defense again. Clarkson with the tip. Goes high. 3 for a quarter. Jordan. Lead is 5. George whips it to Jackson cross court. And Jackson also.
Talk about his quick second jump. He's forced into a tough shot. Pursues it. Boom. That's 2 off his feet. I mean, this is under duress of the shot clock. You can see it's almost at 0. Great pursuit of the basketball. Quick
of shot-making ability that he had to rise up and to contort himself to can do with that ball. Like Kawhi Leonard here. Smoked the layup. Got right to the basket. Mitchell looking for his first field goal. Got it.
Wow.
Was expecting that.
Was looking at the official the whole time. I think he threw it up in the hopes that it went in.
And Donovan Mitchell on the board, 1 of 4. Jackson stuck on automatic. His 4th three-pointer on 4 attempts. Mitchell launching from deep, connects his first. Want to see coming out of a timeout. They go to the mismatch. Good help by Favors. They double team Kawhi. Man at the rim. This time he gets into
the ball cut by Man.
Here's Clarkson. Good defense by Man at this end. All over Clarkson. Mitchell, another 3 on the way. He raised up with the quickness. Leonard from deep. Mitchell has scored the last 8 in a row. Kawhi does it at the defensive end as well. One of the best, maybe the best. Mitchell with a nice step-through move in traffic. Got blocked.
Impact. No, he's not shooting the ball well out of the gates, but comes from the backside, absorbs what Royce. And then again, he is getting the assignment of Donovan Mitchell.
Back games in the regular season before we got to the postseason.
Wow, how about that move? I'll tell you what, the tighter handle.
Paul George has Favors switch on to him, and George makes them pay. That he's got 14 points here in the first half. Clarkson catch and shoot 3.
Kawhi's been guarding him, so he gets him on his back. Look at the use of the left-hand dribble, how low it is. Waits for that defense to clear, takes confidence.
No, that was a high-scoring game. He did so many different things. George inside against Gobert. Jackson has been perfect from downtown until now. That's his first miss from deep. Leonard. Bogdanovich has played good defense against him in the series so far. And he knocks down the 50.
But get to that early mid-range.
Mitchell kicks it out to Bogdanovich, no good. George for three, got it! Paul George has...
But he spaced the scrutiny.
Lead is 13 for the Clippers. Morris up on Mitchell, now a late double team coming from Los Angeles. We've seen this. Good hands.
But Paul George has caught his rhythm. You've given him confidence. He has not shot it efficiently until tonight. He's feeling instincts tell me to take lots of threes. I'm going to do it.
That jumper is splashy. Whipped. Bar. Paul George posing for the cameras.
Maybe you're not as solid with your habits, but boy, when they play with intention and focus on the defensive end, how good are they, Mark?
They have looked splendid, as has three-point shooting here in the second quarter.
He's anticipating if I go middle, deep, two are going to come to me. So let me stay away from that.
In the gym, his mid-range shot, three-point, went from shooting 25% to 36% in one season.
Yeah, he is a tireless worker. Great stuff, Lisa. Batum off the dive. Talk about Donovan Mitchell, another three on the way. Got it! Butter! Leonard at the other end. Batum brings Gobert way out to three-point territory.
For the LA Clippers.
Mitchell has scored the last 16, pardon me. Leonard from deep. Batum with an offensive rebound over Gobert. Leonard again. Boy, Donovan Mitchell with the audacity. Going through the highlights for you. George from three. Halfway down and out. All coming in the second quarter. Really prominent at the offensive end. 13-point game. Jackson in a rush. It'll count. Got it.